up, guys? Mark Saint in the area. Another episode of Monday Night Live here on the channel Brazil and Subtitled. Thank you very much for being here. First of all, it's a pleasure to always meet you guys on Mondays and Fridays at 6:30 Brazil time. Let me check if the audio is working okay. Yes, it is working. That's really good. So, guys, first of all, good evening. Always a pleasure to have you guys here. This is another episode of Monday Night Live, your corner for you to talk about Brazil with me, for you to discuss the country of Brazil and everything that involves our culture, our parties, our sports, and everything, the language, everything that involves Brazil, and also the channel Brazil and Subtitled, and the other two channels that we have on the channel that are found here. One is called Portuguese with Mark Saint, the other one Brazilian Market with Mark Saint, for us to discuss investments on the third channel that I mentioned, and also the Portuguese language on the second channel. This one is exclusively for us to learn everything there is to know about Brazil. That is culture, sports, lifestyle, vlogs, everything that involves the country, okay? I want to say, if you are here already with me, step up, say hello, be part of the BU Nation by subscribing to the channel, be even a bigger part of the BU Nation by supporting the channel, because remember, we have communities here. We have three communities. If you guys find it interesting to support us in a different way, that it not only watching our videos and commenting, this goes a long way, let me be very clear. But if you feel like supporting us even more, we got three categories there. You can be a tourist, you can be a resident, or you can be a citizen of this channel by contributing a little bit with the channel financially and receiving perks in exchange for your support. If you think it's interesting, go visit, go pay us a visit there. You're not gonna regret it, I promise you. One of the perks is receiving the content that we produce on this channel before anybody else. Sometimes I release videos 2-3 days before for the members of the channel. So, and not only this, but also extra videos, extra pictures and stuff. My intent is to be here with you guys at least 1 hour and 20 minutes. I have another appointment on Monday nights now, a work thing. So after this live stream, I need to work with a new student. So 8 o'clock, I'm gone. We're gonna stop a little bit less than that, before than that, about 7:45 here in Brazil time. It's 6:38 now. So we got plenty of time for us to discuss whatever you guys want to discuss. If you want to give me suggestions about the videos that I could be producing here on the channel, you are also welcome. Don't be shy. Step up and say, Mark, why don't you make a video about this and that? It's going to be a pleasure. I'm going to be listening to your voice, my dear member of this channel. Another thing, guys, speaking of videos, I want you guys to know, if you guys are new around here, Geneviero, hi, hello, my friend, always a pleasure to see you here. If you guys are new around here, I want you to know we got 3 videos every week. Sometimes I fail with you guys, I'm very honest with you, depends on how busy my week has been, but normally 3 videos a week. I was supposed to have posted a video today due to professional appointments. I couldn't, but the video is ready. It just needs to be renderized and rendered, I guess that's the name of the procedure, and then I'm going to upload it. So this video is gonna come out later than expected tonight, but it's gonna come out tonight. No problems, you can go to bed and sleep. Tomorrow morning or throughout the day or the week, you can visit the channel and watch this video. I'm not gonna tell you what this video is about. I want it to be a surprise. But it's a different topic that I decided to record, and I hope you guys enjoy it, okay? So it's gonna come out a little later than expected. Normally, again, for those who don't know, forgive me those who do know. Normally, the videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Brasilia time. Always consider the Brasilia time when you think about the videos here, of course. That's how I organize myself with the local time. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. And then Mondays and Fridays at 6:30 we have an extra appointment, which is the live streams right here. They're usually very cool. People come and participate. They're very respectful. They tend to be very interested in everything we have to say about Brazil. So it's a pleasure to receive you guys. Oh, Geneviero is already suggesting make a video about Brazil membership of BRICS. I actually have this already, Geneviero. I can send you the link here if you want to visit this video. And if you think I still need to give more information about the topic, let me know. It's a pleasure for me, okay? You guys have complete access to me to say the things that you want to say. You guys are my clients, so it's a pleasure to meet your expectations, to work on the things that you want to see around here. But let me show you the video that I have about the BRICS, and you can watch it later. And even after the video, if you think I still forgot to mention something, it's always a good thing to revisit and produce more videos. This is actually a very good strategy for this platform here of YouTube, to always produce videos on the topic that is successful. This video has reached 2,100 views, which for our channel standards so far is really good. So let me copy the link to send you for you to watch later. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'm gonna send you right now. Tisha is right here with us. Thank you, Tisha, for being here. How are you doing, first of all? Hope everything is okay back in your home country. Oh, just sending you the link, Geneviero, for the video about the BRICS. It's a video that I explained what the videos were all about, and the perspectives for the future. Also, kind of mentioned superficially that thing about, completely discarding the dollar for the BRIC transactions. I talked about the feasibility of that idea, if that was gonna happen. Kind of demystified a lot of things that people were saying, that, oh, this is gonna happen. It's not that easy. So I hope you find it interesting. But if you don't, remember you have a free access for you to give me suggestions and say, Mark, how about mentioning this part, because I haven't found this anywhere and I think it would be interesting. Some people have suggested some videos, but I haven't done that yet. I think people are kind of used to my schedule and the form of doing things. I always do. Sometimes it takes longer due to the many things that I gotta do. But I'm organizing myself, guys. So for the second semester, I got a lot of news and a lot of things taking shape here at my end. So it will benefit the channel as a whole. National Heroes Day. Oh, so it's a public holiday. Very interesting. That's very cool. I wonder who the heroes in your country are. I would be very pleased to learn about their history. Maybe I'll type about it later, But if you wanna, give me an idea right now, would be welcome, of course. Probably war. Oh, before I forget, also for the people who are watching the live stream for the first time or haven't heard me say that, sometimes I have no idea how many people are here with us because many of them don't step up and talk. But remember, I want to remind you guys that Brazil and Subtitle now has a partnership with some important people here in Brazil, and we have been able to offer some special services, especially for those who want to invest in Brazil. We not only will be able nowadays to find you any kind of property anywhere in Brazil, something that didn't happen in the past, because my partnership was exclusively with Lavi. And when I say exclusively, not that we had a contract or anything, it's just it was the best thing at hand at the time, and we didn't have any other opportunities. But thank God I have found the possibility to make this happen. So you guys now will have the possibility to invest in Brazil. You can send me a message and say, Mark, I'm looking for a farm in the state of Goiás, or I'm looking for an apartment in Fortaleza, Ceará. Can you make that happen for me? This is my budget. I want to invest this in Brazil. Wonderful. I will make it happen. I'll bring you possibilities. And after that, if you decide to buy and invest in the country, I have a legal team behind me now, one of the best law offices in São Paulo and in the country of Brazil are with us. Pretty soon you'll see these guys here on the channel. I'm going to be making videos about them. And they will be working with our clients, with our subscribers, with the people who come through me, through the channel, of course. So guys, anywhere in Brazil, just tell me where, tell me your budget, tell me what you're looking for. We can find what you're looking for to invest in the country. Above that, you will also have all the support of our legal team to help you with the procedures, to help you navigate through these waters that for you guys are so mysterious still, because you're not accustomed to the way things work in Brazil. That's why I wanted to have a legal team working with us, and this one is amazing. It came as a recommendation. I had a meeting with the guys, amazing. They are part of our team now, and they also will work all your papers out. If you guys need, for example, a visa for the country, we can have it. We can help you with the visa. Maybe you can say, no, I'd like to know how to retire in Brazil. It's not me doing anymore. I tried to do that myself once. I was not very successful because it was very bureaucratic. But now I know people who know people and know how to navigate through the procedures here in the country, all legally. Very important to say that, all legally. Okay, all legal stuff, all correct things. We have lawyers that can navigate through the system because that's what they do on a regular basis, and they can help you with anything you need. Be that opening a company in Brazil for you to invest in properties, or getting a banking account in Brazil for you to transfer money, just to send us a direct message. Very important to say that. I will advertise this very much, not only here, but also on the new channel. So if you haven't subscribed to the new channel, please do it. You can find the links there in the description of this video. Let me see if they are here. Let me just see if they are here, guys. If I put the links. So I think I forgot to put the links of the new channels. 1 second, please. Yeah, I think I forgot, but I'm going to send you the links right here through another account. So if you guys haven't subscribed to it yet, please do. Let me just find it here. 1 second. In the meantime, you can ask me whatever you want to ask. Sir John W. Swan, he grew up as a common man and eventually became the premier of this island, of the islands. He helped to stabilize our economy, invested greatly. Very nice, man. Very nice. Really like history, Tisha. I think your islands have a lot of history too. Let's go. The first one is Portuguese with Mark Saint. I ended up forgetting to put this in the description of the video, but I'll fix this for the next time. So guys, I'm posting here the first link of the second channel. There you go. And the other one, which is about investment. So if you haven't subscribed, please do it. The other one is Brazilian markets. Mark Saint. Brazilian market, no markets. Brazilian market with Mark Saint. It's a new channel. Only 9 subscribers as of yet, so please help us. Because pretty soon this channel will be the one for us to make videos only about investments in the country. So I'm basically gonna have 3 channels that I'm going to operate, okay, to help you guys learn everything you need to know about Brazil. So go subscribe to these 2 channels there, help us grow the numbers, okay? Even if you're not interested in learning Portuguese or invest in the country, please help. I think it's very welcome, all the subscribers that come, okay? The weather in São Paulo is getting better, still dry because of the winter. We had a very cold weekend. Saturday and Sunday were cold days here. Friday was also cold, but today, just wearing a shirt, which is, wow, it's really great. Because the other days were, I had many layers. Incredible how cold it was. And you know, the houses in Brazil are not prepared. Most of the houses, right? If we're talking about rich standards, of course. They're not prepared to receive the winter that we have here in São Paulo. Sometimes, you know. So even in the house, it's super cold. Houses made out of bricks and concrete, you know, right? Sucks. Big time. Get some water. So just reminding you guys, I'm gonna be here until probably 7:40, 7:45. It's 6:52 right now. We have an hour and something to discuss. So if you wanna talk about anything, if you wanna share your thoughts about our work, about Brazil, this is your time. Don't waste an opportunity, because I will just see you now on Friday at 6:30. I mean, on a live stream, because you're gonna have videos in between. But I got another appointment on Mondays now at 8 p.m. that I need to be prepared. So probably 7:40, 7:45, I'm saying goodbye. So that's your time, okay? In the meantime, I'm gonna tell you what's going on in Brazil. Let's check some news here. Most of the Brazilian media have been recording or covering the Club World Cup. Even myself, I've been watching all the games. Really like soccer. It's very interesting to see clubs of different countries clashing. You know, it's very, very cool, facing each other. So gonna have Flamengo playing tonight. We had Botafogo yesterday and Palmeiras as well from São Paulo. Now tonight it's Flamengo. Tomorrow, I guess, it's Fluminense, if I'm not mistaken. So the 4 Brazilian teams participating. From these, so far, because just 2 teams played, Botafogo and Palmeiras. Palmeiras was a tie with Porto from Portugal. And then Botafogo played yesterday, and it was 2-1 versus the Seattle something. But Flamengo is gonna play with a team from Tunis. I think it's from Tunis. So interesting. I like this idea of a World Cup of clubs. Very good. it should have been done much before, you know. But let's see here what's going on in Brazil. Let's see if I have any interesting reports to tell you. Basically, the what dominates the news nowadays is the war, right? Now a new war, Iran and Israel. People even forgot about Ukraine. You know, it's just crazy to have two wars taking place at the same time like this. It's been mentioned a lot about the expansion of São Paulo and the transportations. Incredible how the government here is working on expanding the public services, the public transportation. We're gonna have a VLT train now between Guarulhos, the city from the airport, and another place. I think it's I don't remember. Let me see. VLT Guarulhos. VLT, if you guys have been to Rio, it's the same train or similar train that goes from that goes in the downtown area. Oh yes, so it's gonna connect to Guarulhos and the region we call ABC here, which is the outskirts of São Paulo, Santo André, São Bernardo. This one is new for me. I've been following a lot all these news about the expansions of the subway in the city of Guarulhos, connecting my city to São Paulo. My city, I mean my hometown actually. That's not where I live today. But incredible how I think São Paulo is gonna be on the vanguard of South America, if it's not already, very soon in terms of development of I don't know. I have made a video to show you guys how safe the downtown area of the city is. And believe me, I have seen many people on the reels of Instagram and also the shorts of YouTube saying that people with money here in São Paulo saying they are considering to move now to the downtown area because it's the safest city. It's the safest region of the city today. I mean, it's even safer than the Moema, Vila Olímpia. It has police all the time. It has a lot of attractions all the time. The movement, the bars are blooming. And this lawyer, this woman that I saw, she said, I'm considering moving into the downtown area because it's just unbelievable what the city has been doing. Wow, and I even told an American friend who is planning to invest in Brazil, in São Paulo. I said, take a look at the downtown area of São Paulo because the situation is improving. The idea is to transform the downtown area in the same modes of what you have in Vienna, for example, Austria, what you have in Frankfurt, that the downtown area is very beautiful. It has those colonial architecture, those Gothic architecture, all the beautiful designs, and then all the modernity together. So that's what São Paulo is planning to do. I'm just excited, and of course I'm going to be following this here on the channel. Wow, Tish, I didn't even know there had been an earthquake in Chile. No, it didn't affect us, thank God. When was it? Let me see if I find anything here on the news. Hello, Charles. How you doing, man? Good to see you around here. How you doing? How's your health? Craig, are there many families that immigrate from the USA to Brazil? Are you talking about Americans? I wouldn't say many. I would say a few. But look, what is interesting, Craig, about the whole thing is that I've been doing this job. I've been working with this job here, with this channel for 6 years, and starting by the second year when the channel started reaching a few more people, I started seeing a movement, an opposite movement, like people from the United States wanting to come. Um, so sometimes families from the United States wanting to immigrate to Brazil. Canadians, lots of Canadians have already contacted me. British people. I'm talking about the English speaking countries, right? Australians never had anybody, but Americans a lot, Australians a lot, French people, the British people, and the reasons were very similar. They saw Brazil as the next global player, and the economy booming and opportunities popping, and the population was amazing. They felt like home, never been judged for the color of the skin or the type of hair. They were absorbed by the society very fast. So during these 6 years or 5 years, I would say, yes, a lot of people, a few, I would say, a few people. But most recently, more people have contacted me, and they are from different places. Africa, a lot of people from Africa, but Americans here and there. At the moment, I'm working with 5 people wanting to immigrate. Uh, just reminding you guys that my channel has uh, all the structure now to help you with investing and coming to the country in terms of visas, in terms of anything you guys want to invest. I can help you with this. Just send me a direct message. But yes, I see a lot of people from different parts of the world and a few Americans coming, which was a surprise for me because normally we hear Americans are very nationalistic and they just want to live in the United States. They don't want to go anywhere else. More and more we see people discovering Brazil, flying quotations, right? And when they come here, they just want to have ties with Brazil. That's incredible. I got very close friends that I consider to be on a very special roster in my life. They're all from the United States. And they come and they stay in my house and they want to buy things here. They learn the language with us here because we teach Portuguese. So they're learning Portuguese with us. Um, but they're planning their lives in Brazil. One of my friends is getting a student visa to stay in Brazil this year. So that's fantastic. People are opening their minds. The one time I helped a woman that came to Brazil to have the baby. This was shocking for me because I always saw the other way around, and unfortunately Brazilians, I don't know if it's just convenient. Some Brazilians have this, I call the mongrel syndrome, right? Because they think of themselves as inferior to other peoples, which for me is ridiculous, you know. I'm so proud of my country. I cannot understand this behavior. But I see the other movement, people wanting to have babies in the US, and then this woman, American born and raised, husband, American born and raised, kids, American born and raised, came to Santa Catarina to have a baby because she said she always wanted to have a Brazilian kid. And she came, had a baby in Santa Catarina, and called me because she wanted to buy an apartment in Brazil and definitely settle, if not a base, but a structure here in Brazil to come as often as she could and in the future retire and stay here forever. Fantastic. Beautiful stories. Oh, that's terrible, Charles, man. Workers' compensation people. So now you have to work with an injured shoulder. The new American dream is to leave. This is new for me, buddy. This is new. That's really cool, husband. I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted. It's okay, Charles. Thanks for being here, man. Even with these people working in your unit, you're still here with us. It means a lot, man. It shows the respect and all the consideration that you have for the channel. Yes, I've heard, man. I've heard that. No, but I was talking about how things were in the past, right, Charles? I think things might have changed a lot. I don't know if it's just because of the government of the Trump government, or if this is a new thing. Some people say, "Oh, the U.S. has been like this for a while now." I just, I just don't know. But in the recent months and years, I see a lot of Americans wanting to leave and live in Brazil. But they have their reasons as well. They love the people. And we know a lot of these guys, okay? We have these friends in common, Charles. They love the atmosphere, they love the culture, they feel welcome. Sometimes they don't feel welcome in their own country, you know? But I just don't want anybody to have the wrong idea about Brazil. Mark comes here and says that, oh, it's the perfect place. No, it's not the perfect place. Far away from this. Far away from this. We have a lot of problems. But the problems that we have are problems that are structural. They came with our history, the way we were colonized. Brazil was very much a place to be explored, not to be colonized. So there are so many things that I can say about these things. And even though we have very serious people in this country that want to change things, that want to work for a better place, so um, it's not a perfect place, but you have a lot of humanity here. People like to make friends, people like to celebrate life. Today's Monday. Go to the bars around for you to see how many people are there talking. Happy hours almost every day, if not every day. And they take work seriously, okay? But they also take fun seriously. That's interesting to say. Portugal, I know Portugal has been a hot spot as well because it's in Europe. And this is creating a strange movement because the Portuguese people are hating this because there are so many immigrants coming to Portugal. So I've seen, right, that prices are going up and the residents are having to pay a lot of money. You see this movement also in Barcelona. People wanting to expel tourists, because with the immigration, things change in the country for the good and for the bad, right? So you see some Portuguese people complaining, but more the older people, because the younger they say, "Oh, come on, we immigrate a lot as well." The Portuguese youngsters are not living in Portugal anymore. They are living somewhere else because they're trying jobs somewhere else because the economy of Portugal can't deal with them. So it's an interesting and long discussion, I guess. Oh yes, I saw the game Botafogo versus Seattle Sounders. It was a good game, man. Botafogo played really well. The two we call lances of the goal, uh, or the two movements of the goal. I don't know how you guys. The two passes of the goal were very good. Too bad Palmeiras couldn't score, because Palmeiras played better than Porto. I just thought it was a shame that they couldn't score. But that goalkeeper was like a wall, man. Unbelievable. When I was younger, I lived in Caxias do Sul, Rio Grande do Sul. I am an American by papers. All of my family are Americans, but we are looking for a country that's better matches our values. Interesting, Craig. And you are considering Brazil? It's no longer that place. That's really bad, you know. I understand you guys, but I feel very sorry and sad when I read things like this, because that's a shame what the United States has become, right? For a lot of people. Maybe other people will say, oh, what the United States has become. It's the same thing it has always been, some people will say. And it's complicated because there are multiple realities, right? But I see a lot of people coming to me and saying exactly this, Craig. It's not this place anymore. I can't recognize my country anymore. That's sad. It's very sad. I think if you live in a place you feel oppressed, you feel hunted, that's not good. Because United States always worked for the values, for freedom of speech and all this kind of things. I hope it never changes, you know? Because a lot of nations learned with the United States. The format of the republic was copied by many countries, including my own. At the beginning of the republic here in Brazil, because we were a monarchy first, right? An empire. The name was Empire of Brazil, and it was from the Portuguese government. But when we became a republic, and it's proven that it was a coup d'état, the republic took the power by force. It became Republic of the United States of Brazil. That was the name. They copied the American format, you know, and implemented here of the having the federation. Federation was an American creation, so it's a very beautiful country. I wish the best, and I'm very sad to see many of its nationals don't want to be there anymore. But that's a reality. I just watched the link video about the BRICS cooperation. Can you do a second video, follow-up video about the other members? Absolutely. Thank you very much, Geneviero. I'm gonna do it because since I made this video, there have been updates, right? More countries have joined. Consider it done, my friend. I'm gonna take notes right now, guys. If you are watching here and you have suggestions about what videos you would like to see around here, please send me a message. Send me a message, no, right here in the comments. It's a pleasure. Just forgive me if the videos are not immediate. But these ones will be because I need to have new ideas. I have made all the possible ideas, at least that I had in stock. So now I need suggestions. Let's go. I didn't even know Cuba was on this list. Can you believe it? I haven't read anything about BRICS in the past 2 months, I guess, or more. I'll work on this, promise you. And I have another one that Tails, I think was Tails, the subscriber that is usually with us, asking me to do about the investments in the Northeast, the tourism investments in the Northeast. You should do it. That's terrible. The American flag has a new meaning. My pleasure, Geneviero. Thank you for suggesting. Which one, man? Kiosk owners in Rio? Why they're planning to remove the kiosk? You mean the music? Because I think there is a new law now that is forbidding kiosks to play music at the beach. I think that's the point. They're trying to put order, organize the things in Rio, but the music is part of people's happiness. So I don't know exactly what happened because the times that I went to the beach in Rio, I didn't really focus on the music. I don't remember if they played them loud and disorganized. I don't know. But if you're talking about this, I will definitely investigate. So the kiosk owners. Kiosk owners. Just reminding you guys, speaking of videos, I didn't post my video at 4 p.m. because I couldn't render it yet. I'm gonna render after my appointment, so it's gonna come out late at night, but it's gonna come out tonight. I promise you. Tomorrow morning, you guys can watch, or throughout the day. Okay. It's a new topic I made a video about. Okay, so my idea is to surprise you with new things. I think you're gonna enjoy this one. It's useful at least. Kiosk owners in Rio. Yeah, I understand that, man, but that's very controversial because that happened in São Paulo too. The beach of Praia Grande, where I usually visit because of my mother in law, she lives there. They had that problem too. Sometimes one kiosk had a video tuned all the way up, very loud, and another one had another sound competing. So the beach goers couldn't, enjoy some peace at the beach, sitting on their chairs because it was just crazy. So I don't know if that's the idea that the mayor adopted such a law. Maybe it was, but on the other hand, there's the point that you mentioned. What is beautiful about Rio is this happiness, people dancing. Maybe we could find. I think this law, the code is destroying my lips. Incredible. I need some lip balm. It's even bleeding. So I think what this law says, I just overlooked. I didn't really read it through. I think this law establishes a time limit, if I'm not mistaken. There's a time limit for the music to be played. Maybe that's the point. Because remember, these beaches have houses. I mean, homes, apartments. And maybe if the sound stays until 10, 2 in the morning, because Rio, if you guys are not familiarized, Rio has no limit. You can go to the beach 3 in the morning, especially in the summer. You have people, bathing at 3 in the morning. It's even people selling stuff. It's Rio de Janeiro is just crazy, man. It's so lively. When the weather is too hot, people go to the beach like 3 in the morning, 3:30. They play sports. It's like a normal day at the beach, but with no sun, with the moon. So imagine in one of these nights, people playing music very loud, and you have families on those buildings right across the avenue. So maybe that's the idea. Thank you, Tisha. Thank you for the words. Yeah, I think so. Brazilians have learned with how to find ways through their hardships. Sometimes we face things that, okay, what are we gonna do now? Then we always find a way around the problems. And that culture, that creativity goes to the culture as well, in the way we create things, in the way we use uh, in the way we use the creativity for the transformation of instruments for music and everything. You know, but that's it. I just hope they find a way to balance this, right? To not remove what makes Rio so special, because music is part of the happiness. I agree. My friends love to go to the beach, dance some funk music, and everything. But I think it's just a way to control, right? Just a way to control what happens there. And we have a Flamengo game tonight. I think I'll be in class, but I'll try to watch later the best moments. Yes, imagine going to the beach at this time. 2:30. The image I didn't believe, because you never see this in São. Okay, the nightlife in São Paulo is really good, especially on the weekends. But you will never see that kind of you know that kind of movement, right? Like it happens in Rio. No way. So, but it was fantastic when I saw the images of Copacabana crowded. Even the television showed this. Copacabana crowded, full of people playing sports at night. It was amazing. Amazing. The problem is just the music. If there is a control, even better. Let me see what else is happening here. I really want to cover more the northeast of Brazil, because of the opportunities of investment uh, are just great. New hotels coming, transformations of whole places, avenues, infrastructure, a lot of things. It's just incredible. Yeah, there's a discussion on the chat about problems, right? There is a place that has no problems. It's called heaven, right? Heaven has no problems. The rest of the world, if you find a perfect place, tell me where it is, because I don't know. As long as there are humans, there are problems. Of course, we have to consider the background, as I was telling you at the beginning of the live stream, right? The background has to be considered as well, because it's very easy to judge, right? To point the finger and say this and that without considering the background. It's like, let's suppose that you are participating in a tracking competition, but you start a couple of yards ahead compared to the second competitor. That's what we have in the world. Some people want to compare their development with other people without considering all the backgrounds and all the fights that these people had to fight to be where they are, right? I usually say that if the United States is what they are, mostly is because of England, right? Because the places that England touched mostly, they developed really well. There were other places that not so much, but in general, they developed really well. Now the Portuguese, I'm not criticizing the Portuguese, I'm just stating the reality. The Portuguese, if you take a look at the colonizations of the Portuguese and the way they seized the territories was completely different from what the British did. If you look at Canada, if you look at Australia, Australia was a prison, but it ended up to be one of the best countries in quality of life, right? So in wealth distribution, education. So with the Portuguese, you don't see many colonies that worked well. Brazil is I think it's an exception because if you considered what we went through in our history and see our development, we are one of the 10 strongest economies in the world. Do not forget that. We are one of the 10 most important economies in the world. There are numbers that say that in probably 1.5 years we're going to be overcoming some big players that are ahead of us. We were the fifth economy in the world already. So just for you to see the power of the economy of Brazil and what can be constructed here, you know. But it's very hard to compare one country with another one because they have different realities. I'm gonna pick up a guy that was born in the favela, in the community, and I'm gonna compare with a guy that was born here, going to Disney World, going to France. They don't have the same scenarios to develop. So, and we're not here as analysts of development. I think this debate is not for this channel, right? We're not here to say, oh, but this country is this or this country is that, because that's not the point. The point is really focused on what is good, what can be improved. There are a lot of things that can be improved. If you ask me, I'll tell you a list, right? But something that never changes is pointing fingers. Yeah, that's one of the things that I loved about Ayrton Senna, you know, because the Brazil he lived is very different from the Brazil we live today. And I lived his Brazil at the time. Brazil was much worse in many aspects, and the guy was a very big patriot. Regardless any problems that we had, he was focused on making it better. He invested on the children in Brazil. This is something people don't know very much because he kept it a secret. He opened institutions to deal with the poor, to invest on schools. So that's the way we change things, right? Making a difference. Focused on what can be done to change. Like I explained in that video about the Plano Real. I don't know how many of you guys had the opportunity to watch that video, right? That I explained Fernando Henrique Cardoso, that you guys used to call President Cardoso at the time of Bill Clinton. He believed it was possible to make a difference, and he made a difference. He changed the most vital aspect in our economy, which was the inflation, to the point we still live the benefits of what he did. So, yeah. Every country has a problem, definitely. We would be hypocrites to say otherwise, right? Wow, interesting. Italy is your favorite country on the planet. They have a very beautiful coast, you know, Charles. Yeah, I want to visit Italy as well, definitely. It seems to be a great place. I like the idea of riding those scooters, you know? It's very charming. People, I have that image like people riding their Vespas. I think the name is Vespa. Um, all around the cities, the small, narrow streets, and people going around with the scooters. Very, very interesting. That's quality of life. When I was in Austria, I saw that a lot as well. People had quality of life. Because here in São Paulo, we are only worried about working, working, working in general, okay? People have fun a lot too, but in general, here the focus is let's work, let's produce, you know? Serra Gaúcha is the new Italy. Interesting. Why, Craig? Gonna take a look at that Serra Gaúcha. The South is developing very much here in Brazil. They talk a lot about Balneário Camboriú, but they're also starting to mention other places that are they have the potential to replace Balneário Camboriú in terms of vineyards, natureza, tourism is lost. Yes, very much. So now they're talking about, I think it's Itapema. I don't know if it's Itapema. I think so. They're talking about Itapema because, look, there is a moment that they don't have space anymore, right, to grow. Because they have built so many towers and the investments have occupied many of the land, so they need to expand. It's like São Paulo. São Paulo, they clash here for finding a location, you know? They just love new opportunities. So sometimes they come and they buy the whole block to construct the towers. Itapema, yeah, Travel Tales is saying that's it. Itajaí. But I think I heard about Itapema specifically. Itapema, Santa Catarina. Yeah, there are many reports saying that Itapema is gonna grow as well. There is an interesting report here, but it's from February 2025. Let me translate this into English because I'm gonna read for you guys. Neither Balneário Camboriú nor Itapema, the city in Santa Catarina where the real estate market boomed the most in 2024. Take a look. Neither Balneário, the two cities that lead the ranking of the most expensive square meter in Brazil, saw a rapidly rising neighbor bomb in the Santa Catarina real estate market in 2024. Porto Belo, on the Costa Esmeralda, was the big champion in the state in some of the main categories of the sector. Units launched 10,912 and sold 9,107. in addition to the general sales value, launched 11.45 billion reais and sold 10.21 billion reais. So they're talking about Porto Belo, also on the coast. Very beautiful picture here. So take notes on this name for you guys to check. Yeah, very beautiful. Santa Catarina is very attractive, guys. If Manuela, I don't know, if Manuela weren't so connected to her school here, probably I would go to Santa Catarina. But I need to really calculate this because it's a big change. Because that's what I look for in a city. I'd like to live on the coast, to be able to enjoy the beach, you know, to have security. So Santa Catarina offers this a lot. I'm taking a look at the pictures here. It's amazing. Porto Belo. Itajaí as well. So all these places, they still have space to grow, right? So the real estate market is, okay, come on, we have a lot of people in Balneário. It's too expensive. Where could we go now? Bombinha, Santa Catarina, getting a lot of buzz. Thanks, Teos. Thank you very much. So yeah, the whole state of Santa Catarina is gonna become something like Monaco, right? Because it's very fashionable. I would definitely go. Could work from anywhere in Brazil. I actually have clients from most places in Brazil. Today I signed a contract with a girl from Ceará. Fortaleza, Ceará, the Northeast. So I don't really have to be in São Paulo. I have other things that really tie me here to the city. I love the city, first of all, but I have my parents that need my care because they're sick. So, but it's a plan that I could develop for the future. Being Santa Catarina, and from Santa Catarina maybe explore the rest of Brazil, you know? Oh, it says here Itapema is the next on top as the most expensive square meter in Brazil. Booming a lot. That's very interesting to see. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button, please. It's very important that you guys contribute with the channel by leaving your like. And don't forget it. Subscribe to the channel in case you haven't. Oh, Santa Catarina is really beautiful. I'm seeing a lot of pictures here. It's incredible. Let me see this one. Bombinhas. Bombinha, Santa Catarina. Wow. Look at the color of the water, guys. It's green. Wow. Let me just show you that. Take a look. Take a look at that. This is Bombinha, Santa Catarina. Look at the color of the water. It's just incredible. Very beautiful. Another angle now. Take a look. Hey, Brazil. Brazil is so beautiful. Check that out. Normally, the immigrants from Venezuela, they are spread out in Brazil. The first mass migration that came to Brazil, because not only Brazil, they also went to Argentina, Chile, and other places, even the US. But the first mass migration went through the north, right? And they were absorbed by I don't remember which state that absorbed them the most. Let me see here. Yeah, I think Roraima, even Pará. I think Pará also absorbed a lot of these people. But then there was an initiative from the government to bring these people to other centers, to other capitals. And I think São Paulo received a lot of immigrants from Venezuela. The South Americans here in São Paulo, I mean the South American neighbors, they are mostly concentrated together. I think the region of Brás, uh, Luz, they are cheaper areas of the city as of yet. So you tend to see a bigger number of Venezuelans and Bolivians in these areas. When I go to Brás sells a lot of textiles, a lot of machinery for industries. So when I go to these, lots of very cheap clothing from different regions of Brazil, even produced here in São Paulo. So when I go to these areas, I normally see Bolivians a lot. I see Venezuelans. I see sometimes Peruvians, Paraguayans. Normally they create a community, like the Asians stay in the Liberdade area and the Saúde area, the south. Because in Liberdade nowadays, it's not only Japanese, it's the Chinese and the Koreans. They are all together there. So the same happens with these peoples, right? The Hispanics from South America. They tend to be in these areas here in São Paulo. I don't know if there are a lot of Venezuelans in Rio. Never read or heard anything about it, but possibly they have been distributed into different capitals uh, to give them opportunities. Because I remember when they crossed the border, it was very complicated. It was very complicated. Yeah, actually, the problems in Venezuela have been happening for a while now. It's not something new, right? I definitely don't know how they survive. The funny thing is that 2014, I guess, 13 or 14, I taught a class of English for a Venezuelan girl. It was the first time that I taught a foreigner. And she took classes in my house at the time when I lived in Guarulhos. She was married to a Brazilian, and they had a kid here in Brazil. And I remember back then things were already complicated. So I asked her questions about Venezuela and all the perspectives, and she sometimes cried in my class. She said that uh, things were very ugly there, and her biggest desire was to bring her family entirely to Brazil, because she explained me things like, that was crazy. I remember, I never forgot that. She explained the things to me like, if you want to go to the supermarket, for example, you cannot just pick up your things and go like we do in Brazil. Oh, what is lacking in the house? Oh, we need to buy rice. Okay, I pick up my wallet, or nowadays just my cell phone, and I go to the supermarket, right? And I buy whatever I want to buy. In Venezuela, it doesn't work like this. The families receive, at the time, I don't know how things are playing out nowadays, but at the time, back in 2014, 13, I don't remember, they received one specific number for one specific day. So, for example, her father and mother had to go to the supermarket only on Thursdays. They couldn't go any other day. So, but when they went on Thursdays, there wasn't much left to be bought anymore. So sometimes they just bought very few things and went back home crying. So that's just crazy. The Brazilian government understood that and gave an opportunity for these immigrants to start over in Brazil. So most of them had their chances to really, if not open a business, find a job. They received temporary documents. Don't know exactly what happened, but it was very ugly the way that things were happening. So this is not something new, right? Guys, I just want to remind you about the services the channel is offering. Remember, you're looking for visas, call me. You're looking for whatever opportunity you want, a coffee plantation somewhere, call me. I will check if it's possible to be found for you. Also, we have all the legal support behind from one of the best offices in Brazil and in São Paulo. And also, remember, we have two more channels. We have the Portuguese with Mark Saint channel, and we have the Brazilian market with Mark Saint. Please help me colonize there as well, but don't give up on me here. So you're going to have a complete trio of information about Brazil. I gotta go because I have a business appointment to happen every Mondays now at 8 p.m. So I cannot extend more than that. Thank you very much for each and every one of you who have come here, talked to me. It's been a pleasure, always. I'll be here on Friday at 6:30. May God allow. Don't forget to smash the like button, very important. And watch the video I'm gonna post later in the night, okay? Things got out of hand, unfortunately, but the video is ready. I just need to render and post. It's gonna come out very soon, okay? Thank you very much. See you guys. Bye-bye.